Hello my dear students, how are you all? Welcome to our YouTube channel Diksha Vedantu Foundation. I am Ankit Sir bringing you today day 6 of midterm score booster series. Today's chapter is Arithmetic Progression. Very simple chapter. We have very simpler concepts in this chapter. Let's get to all of these questions from this chapter based upon PYQs, based upon NCERT one by one. Let's begin with our session. So first we learn about what is arithmetic progression. Before going into arithmetic progression, let's learn about what is a progression. So there, before a word progression, there comes another word we have learned. Sometimes we also mention a arithmetic progression as arithmetic sequence. So sir, is this the same thing like arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression? Are these two same thing? Let's check. So when can we call any set of numbers given as sequence? So when we can call something given as sequence. Okay, so if I'll write a series of number. Let's see, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So this is a series, and my expectation is that you should answer what is the next term after 32. So what is the next term after 32? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Next term would be, sir, 64. How 64, sir? Because if you check, sir, here 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 2 is 32. So 32 times 2 would be 64. So whenever there exists any sort of pattern, any type of pattern when exists for the numbers given, for the series given, then we call that series to be a sequence. Then we call that series to be a sequence. All right. Can we have other examples, sir? Let's see. 1, 8, 27. And I ask you, what's the next term in the sequence? So, sir, 1, 8, 27. It is not into 2. What about 1 into 8? No, sir. 1 into 8 is 8, but 8 into 8 will not be 27. So, if you can tell me the next answer, means you know what is this series. Okay. So, 1 cube is 1. 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, and 4 cube would be 64. 4 4s are 16, 16 times 4 is 64. So what is this? This is nothing but cube of first n natural numbers. First natural number is 1, second natural number is 8. So this is 1 cube, this is 2 cube, this is 3 cube. So this will be, sir, 4 cube, 4 cube. I hope this is clear. Okay, so even this series can be called as a sequence. So any series which has some pattern in it, and using that pattern we are able to identify next set of numbers, then we can call that series to be a sequence. All right. So what is arithmetic sequence, sir? What is arithmetic sequence? So arithmetic sequence, if I have to write, let's say 1, 3, 5, 7. So what is the next number over here? If you have to tell me the next two numbers in this series, you can tell, no, 9 and 11. It means now you know what is the series. What is the series here? 1 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 2. So whenever you have the increase in the number constant, okay, means the difference between the two numbers is always constant. This is 2. So 3 minus 1 is 2, 5 minus 3 is 2, 7 minus 5 is 2, and so on. 11 minus 9 is also 2, 9 minus 7 is also 2. So whenever you have this constant difference coming between the numbers and keeping the same, that type of sequence will be called as arithmetic sequence. It will be called as arithmetic sequence. Great, sir. Okay. Now, sir, is it always a positive number? Does this difference always a positive number? Okay, one more thing. This difference that you see here between the two numbers, what two numbers? Consecutive two numbers is called as common difference. It's called as common difference, and it has a notation. It has a symbol for it, D, which we're going to use in entire session. So keep it in your mind. Common difference in arithmetic sequence, arithmetic progression is given by the letter D. Okay, sir, does this D has to be always positive? Not necessarily, bacha. If I take, let's say, 17, next number to be 14, next number to be 11. Then I ask you what are the next two numbers. You should be able to answer. Sir, how? Check here. 14 minus 17, how much is that? Sir, can we do 17 minus 14? Actually, we do the next term minus the previous term. So we do the next term minus the previous term. Okay, because this is called the second term, this is called the first term. So second term minus the first term would be minus 3. Over here, this will be third term minus the second term will be 11 minus 14, which is again minus 3. So what should be coming here? So 8 minus 11. 8 minus 11 is how much? Minus 3. Next would be 5. 5 minus 8 would be how much? Minus 3. So even this sequence here, this series here, 17, 14, 11, 8 is a arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression. I hope this is clear. Alright. So over here, what is the common difference, bacha? The common difference is minus 3. The common difference is minus 3. Right? Okay. Very simple, sir. No problem here, no? It is actually a very simple topic. Alright. So moving on, this is to understand what is arithmetic sequence. So we did right now. Next step, the whole chapter revolves around only 3 parts. Definition, okay, means the concept when a sequence, when a series will be called as arithmetic. That's one part of the entire chapter. Second part is finding nth term, also called as sometime general rule or general term. So we also call this as general rule or general term. So don't get confused if instead of writing nth term they said general rule. Okay, sometimes they'll mention as last term, but it has certain like understanding when can it be a last term. Okay, so we will deal with it when the coming questions, no problem. So nth term of an AP is second part. Third part will be sum of n term, means so first part is definition, second part is understanding or finding the nth term, and third part is sum of n terms. So we will not do all the definitions, we will not do all the derivations in the class today because this is just a revision class. Okay, so we will quickly learn the concepts and move on to our question solving. Okay, because that's what we are here for. Now we are here to revise for our midterm upcoming examination. All right, so nth term of AP. What is the meaning of nth term, sir? I don't get this statement. What does this nth term means? All right, let me write a AP, then we'll see. So let's write the simplest AP. 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. So if I have to ask you how many terms are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So find the fifth term. So this term is called, first of all, bacha, first term. Now what is this term called? First term. First term of AP. Also has a symbol just A. We don't write A1, we don't write anything else, just small a, small letter A is enough. Okay, now what is the common difference in this case if I have to ask you? So just give me 1 second. Let me write the value of A. So the value of A is nothing but, sir, 2. What's the common difference in this case? Check. Take any two consecutive number and do next number minus the previous number. So let's say I take 4 and 6. So 6 minus 4 would be my 2. So even the common difference is 2. Okay, great, sir. So far we have an AP, we have two variables known, A and D is known. Great, sir. Now if I ask you to find A5, what does A5 means? It means fifth term. What it means? Fifth term. Then you will say, sir, fourth term is 8, fifth term is directly 10. Okay, 10. What if I ask you to find 20th term? Find A20. Find the 20th term. Then you will say, sir, then it will take time, no? 10 plus 12 plus, then again will come 14 plus 16. So I have to do all of this to know that. Easy only, but time consuming. So for that reason, we have this. We have a formula. We have a formula. What is the formula? I'll write it here. I'll write the formula here. And then I will explain you the approach to reach the formula. So let me write the formula first. The formula is the general rule or nth term rule is given by an, the letter A suffix n, which represents nth term. Okay, this is given by A suffix n. Okay, so A n is equals to first letter, the first term, plus n minus 1 times d. N minus 1 times d. This is your formula to find any term in the AP. 20th term, 100th term, 1000th term, any term, 99th term. Whichever term you are asked to find in AP, you can use this formula directly and you can find it. Okay, sir. So if I have to use A20 to find this form, you have to find the A20 using this formula. How will it look like? So A plus 20 minus 1 times d. Why 20 minus 1, sir? Because n, compare here. Compare here 20 and n. N is given as 20. So if we proceed with this step, how much I'll get, sir? I will get A will be 2 and 20 minus 1 is 19, okay, and D is also 2. My answer would be what, sir? 2 plus 19 into 2 is 38. Answer is 40. Answer is 40. So if you try writing all the terms till 20th term, you'll get the 20th term to be 40. Obviously, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What is the 10th term? What is the 10th term? 10th term is 20 and 20th term is 40. That's why I took this term to be 28, so that you will be able to understand it without even using the formula. Okay, so even if you use the formula, the value is 40. I hope you are able to understand. Okay, great. Now, as I promised, let's recall how do we reach this formula A plus n minus 1 into d. So if I have to write second term, what is second term? 4. Can I write 4 as 2 plus 2? Can I write 4 as 2 plus 2? Second term is 4, no? Second term is 4, bacha. Check here. So I can write 2 plus 2. Okay, sir. Can I write first 2 as just A, and second 2 as the common difference D? The common difference D. So A plus D. I hope this is okay. Write the third term. What is the third term? 6. So I'll write it as A3. Can I write this as 2 plus 4? Why 2 plus 4, sir? Why not 4 plus 2? We'll see. Because my 2 can be written as just A. And what about this 4? I can write this as 2D. Why 2D, sir? Because D is 2. So 2 times 2 will be 4. That's 2D. What about if I'm writing 8? This is my fourth term. I can write this as 2 plus 6. So this will become A plus 3D. How, sir? 2 is A, 6 can be written as 3 times of 2, D is 2. Okay, sir. What about next? 10. A5 will be, it doesn't look like 5, right? So let me erase this part. Okay, so A5 would be 2 plus 8, which will be A plus 4D. I know you are able to get the idea now. So see here, whenever I was finding second term, I was getting 1D here. I was finding third term, I am getting 2D here. Finding fourth term, I am getting 3D here. Finding fifth term, I am getting 4D here. So if you have to find nth term, I'll get what? I'll get this as A, because A will remain same, and if it was 5, it was 4. It means 1 less. When it was 4, it was 3, so 1 less. 3 then 2, again 1 less. So I think the circle makes these things not visible, so I'll erase the circles. Okay. Okay, all right. Great. So when it was 5, we had 4. When it was 4, we had 3. So every time it is 1 less. So when I have n, it will be n minus 1. So 1 less is n minus 1. So what is the formula for nth term? A plus n minus 1d. That's what I wrote here. I hope this is clear. So this is the understanding and explanation of nth term of a AP. I can find any term from this concept. Let's solve some problems on it. Now, okay, so for getting these notes, okay, visit the link in the description given. You will have a PDF and the link provided in this description box. Go through that. get the PDF for the class notes. So if you have missed something while doing the questions, if the speed was not as up, as you would like, maybe it was slow, maybe it was fast, so whatever it was not favorable to you, what are you gonna do? Go to this link, get the PDF, get the class notes, and solve all the questions again. As you already know, you have homework questions at end of the slides, so you'll have to solve those as well. And where will you get the homework questions? From this PDF. So make sure that you visit this link and get the PDF. All right, let's move on. Okay, write the first 4 terms of the sequence. Now over here, they have given the nth term, 3n plus 2. Now we will write the first 4 terms and check whether the terms that we are getting is an arithmetic sequence or not. Okay, let's see. So what is my an given? What does the an represents? As said, also called as nth term or general rule. So general rule is given as 3n plus 2. Okay, so if I replace this an by, so the n by a1, what I'll get? Wherever is n, replaced by 1. So 3 times 1 plus 2 is my 5. Whatever I keep replacing n with, same I have to do on the RHS also. 3 times 2 plus 2 will be 6 plus 2. So 8. What about A3? A3 would be 3 times of 3 plus 2. So 9 plus 2 is 11. How many terms they are asking? 4 terms. So first 3 we got. Let's write 4 terms. And first 4 they are asking. Okay. So first 4 would be 3 times of 4 plus 2, which is nothing but 12 plus 2 is 14. Are these terms in arithmetic sequence? Are these terms in arithmetic sequence? Please answer. Check here. 5 plus 3 is 8. Over here also plus 3. Over here also plus 3. So it is, yes, the difference is constant. What is this value called? This is called as common difference. So what is the definition of arithmetic sequence? Whenever the difference between the all consecutive term is a constant, which is called as common difference, then that type of sequence will be called as arithmetic sequence. Okay, so arithmetic sequence is true. Means the given in the given general rule, we have found the first 4 terms, and yes, they are arithmetic only. Great. All right. For the following arithmetic progression, write the common difference. Simplest question ever. We'll complete it in 30 seconds. So they are saying that it is arithmetic sequence. Just find the common difference. How do we find common difference, bhai? How do we find common difference? We take the terms. What is my first term? A is, or A1 is minus 5. A2 is minus 1. A3 is 3. Let's check. What is the common difference formula? Consecutive terms difference. So A2 minus A1. How much is that? Minus 1. Minus of, sorry, let me erase this part. Minus of minus 5 will be, no? Because the term is minus 5. So minus of minus 5, which will give me what? So minus 1 plus 5, which is just 4. What about next? Let's check if I'm doing what is right or not. So I'm going to take this third and second term difference, which will be 3 minus minus 1. How much is that? 3 plus 1. How much we got? 4. Acha sir, why did we do twice? Just to make sure the difference has to be constant, even though they have given a arithmetic progression. So there's no problem here. But if the term is, or the sequence is not given as arithmetic, then what are you going to do? You have to check for at least 2. So check at least twice. If the difference is consistent, then you can say the common difference is like that. So what is the common difference? The common difference here is nothing but D equals to 4. Is it positive only? Yes. Why is it positive? Because the numbers are increasing in nature. See, minus 5 is minus 5 minus 1, which is greater? Minus 1, then 3, then 7, and it keeps going on. Let's move on to the next question. The next term of an AP. Okay, sir, even the irrational number will be AP. Can it form an AP? Yes, it can, no? Because even if it is irrational, it is a real number, no? So all the real numbers can be part of arithmetic progression. Okay, great. Let's check it out. What's the sequence given? Root 3, root 12, root 27. They are saying it is AP. So we don't have to worry about whether it is AP or not. So to just figure out what is the next term. How would you find the next term? If we know the common difference, then we can add it. Let's check it out. How can we find the common difference? What's my number? root 3, root 12 and root 27. Root 27. Great, sir. Can we simplify root 3? No, sir, we cannot simplify root 3 anymore. So let's write it as root 3 only. Write it as root 3 only. What about root 12? Yes, sir, I can write it as 4 into 3. Next, this as 9 into 3, sir. Why into 3 we are doing? Why into 3 we are doing? Because the first term is root 3 only. So I can keep a consistency. That's why I'm doing root 3 into 3. Alright. Also, since the factors that I'm taking 4 and 9 are perfect square, so I can take it out. So for that reason as well. So if I'm simplifying it, what is this going to be? So root 3 times 4, if I take it out, it will come as 2. So 2 root 3. Correct, na? Square root of 4 will be 2 and 3 will be inside only. 4, same way, root of 9 will be 3 and this will be inside only. Now you see, what is this term? Root 3. Second is 2 root 3. Third is 3 root 3. What is the fourth term going to be? Simply 4 root 3. If I have to write in that format, take back 4 inside. This will become 4 square into 3. What is 4 square? 16, no? 16 into 3 is root 48. Root 48 is my next term. Okay, the fourth term or the next term of this given AP is root 48. This is one way, just without using anything, we just got the logic. 1 root 3, 2 root 3, 3 root 3, 4 root 3. If you want to solve it, how will you solve? To find the common difference, D is equal to A2 minus A1, which is 2 root 3 minus root 3, which is nothing but just root 3. Okay, so same way, how are you gonna find A4? A4 is nothing but A1 plus 3D, right? So what is A1? Root 3. 3D will be 3 times of root 3. What is the answer? 4 root 3. Take the 4 inside. 16 times 3, which is root 48. This is the approach using the definition and the formula. This is just logical approach. Okay, both of them are correct. So answer is root 48. Moving on. Find the nth term of an AP 13, 8, 3 minus 2. Okay, I'm not spending too much time on the questions because they are very simple questions. Okay, so no need to spend a lot of time here. Find the nth term of an AP. The AP is given 13, 8, 3 minus 2. Don't have to worry whether it is AP or not. Already given as AP. Let's check it out. What is the term given? 13, 8, 3 minus 2 and so on. What is my first term? A is 13. What is the common difference? Sir, I don't know. Let's find it out. A2 minus A1. How much is that? 8 minus 13. Minus 5. Okay. If you want to check again, check here as well. Check here. 3 minus 8 will be again minus 5 only. So it is okay that we can take from one term. D is minus 5. Okay. Now what is the nth term formula? An equals to A plus n minus 1 times D. A plus n minus 1 times D. What is A? 13. What is n? We don't know, so just n. Minus 1, D is how much? Minus 5. Multiply in this bracket. 13 minus 5n. And what is this? Plus 5. How much is that? 13 plus 5 is 18. So 18 minus 5n is our nth term. This is what they are asking. Simple. Find, identify the first term, find the common difference, use the formula, get your answer. Simple. Come on. How many terms are there in the AP? 7, 10, 13, 43. Now in this case, they have given the nth term. They have given the nth term. Okay, check here. This is my an. Now they are asking you for what value of this n? For what value of this n? I'll get it as 43. Okay, don't be worried. We'll just do what we have learnt. What we have learnt, sir? First thing is identify the first term. What is the first term, sir? A is 7. What is the common difference, sir? Say A2 minus A1. What is A2 minus A1, sir? A2 minus A1 is 10 minus 7, which is nothing but 3. Alright, so now A we know, D we know. Use the formula of general rule, or nth term An equals to A plus n minus 1 times D. Okay, Write your values here. Okay, write your values here. A will be 7, n I don't know, n minus 1, d will be 3. D is 3. Great. What is the an value? What's the an value? 43. N is 43. So write here 43. Simplify here. One variable, one equation. Bring the 7 here. So 43 minus 7 equals to n minus 1 times 3. Great. 43 minus 7 is how much? 13 minus 6 is 13 minus 7 is 6. Am I right? Yes. So 36. Great. Now this 3 is in multiplication, so divide it here. N minus 1. How did I do? How did I do this part? So n minus 1 into 3 is there, sir. If I bring it on this side, it will become division, no? So whatever is the difference of these two, I will write that divided by 3. Difference of 43 and 7 is 36. I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. 36 by 3. How much is that? Simplify it further. 36 by 3 is 12. And this equals to n minus 1. Bring this one over here. You'll get 12 plus 1 equals to n. Hence our n is 13. So which term is 43? How many terms are there? 13. It means this entire AP has how many terms? 13 terms. Question is done. How many terms are there? So there are 13 terms. If I find the last term, like which term is this? Is it 5th term, 6th term, 10th term, whatever it is? It came as 13th term. So that is our answer. I hope this is clear. Yes? Great. Moving on. If the 9th term of an AP is 0, what is it? 9th term of an AP is 0. Before going forward, let's understand this step only. 9th term of an AP is 0. What it means, sir? How will I write 9th term? How will I write 9th term? A9 equals to A plus n minus 1. Let me write it for you. 9 minus 1 times d, which will be A plus 8d. A plus 8d. What are they saying? What are they saying in the question? That A9 is equals to, it is not 9, 9. I hope you can see that. Okay. Let me erase it and rewrite it. It is my A9. This is nothing but 0. They have given that. Okay. So I can write here A plus 8d is equal to 0. My first assumption is clear. Okay. The first statement is, sorry, not assumption. First statement is clear. Great. Prove that 29th term. So we have to do something about 29th term. Is double of 19th term. So forget about double right now. Let's find 29th and 19th term. 29th term will look like A 29th will be A plus 29 minus 1. A plus 29 minus 1, which will be multiplied with d. Sorry, A plus 28d. Alright. Great. Now, before moving forward, let's use this equation again. A plus 8d 0 means A equals to minus 8d. How, sir? Bring this 8d on the other side. So minus 8d. Okay. Now we're going to use this in this relation A29. How will that look like? Check here. So A29 would be equal to A plus 28d. What is A? Minus 8d. Minus 8d and plus 28d. How much is that? How much is this? 28 minus 8, 20d. So we have proved that A29 is actually equal to 20 times of d. So far so good. Moving on. Okay. Okay, the question is not done. 19th term. The question is not done. 19th term, please bear with me. 19th term will be what? Same way we'll write. Same way we'll write A 19th. So A plus I can write directly now 18d. What is my A value? Minus 8d. A value is minus 8d. Put it here. Minus 8d plus 18d. How much is that? 10d. So what I get? A19 is equal to 10d. Great. Now Look at this and this carefully. A29 is 20D, A19 is 10D. Then I can say this, no, from equation 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, I can say what? That A29 is equal to A19 times 2. A19 times 2. Check it out here. Prove that 29th term is double the 19th term. Have I not proved it? Have we not proved it here? 29th term is double the 19th term. Question done. Very, very simple. Alright, let's move on. How many numbers of 2 digits? 2 digits, okay, sorry, are divisible by 3. Now nothing is given here. So over here we have to form our own AP. Over here we have to form our own AP. Okay, let's see. So what is the first number which is divisible by 3? So first number of 2 digits, the first number of 2 digit is 10, right? Because before that we have 9. So next is 10. 10 divisible by 3? No sir. Next number is 11? No sir. Next number is 12? Yes sir. 3 4s are 12. So my first term of the AP is 12. How sir? Because they're saying that 2 digit numbers which are divisible by 3. The first term is 12. Next will be what? 12 plus 3 you can do 15 plus 3 18 plus 3 21. Why plus 3 sir? Why plus 3? Because divisibility is by 3, no? So next term after 12 which is divisible by 3 will be plus 3 only, right? Makes sense? Now what is the last 2 digit number? 100 is 3 digit, so 2 digit number last would be 99. Divisible by 3? Yes sir. So last number I know as well. Now they are asking you to find how many numbers. Means they are asking you to find what? Number of terms in the sequence. They are asking you to find what? What are they asking? Number of terms in AP, which is called as just n. They are asking to find how much is that. How much is that? And how do you do that? Identify A, D. So what is my A? A is 12. What is my D? 3. 12 plus 3, 15. 15 plus 3, 18, and so on. Now what is 99? For this set of AP, 99 is my nth term na bacha. 99 is my nth term. How do you write nth term formula? Right here please. An equals to A plus n minus 1 times D. Okay. Write the values that you have already with you. An is 99 sir. A is 12 sir. N I don't know. And D is 3 sir. Do the subtraction, bring 12 here. So 99 minus 12 equals to n minus 1 upon, sorry, not upon, into 3. Subtraction of this, 9 minus 2 is 7, 87, right? 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 minus 1 is 8. Divide by 3 equals to n minus 1. How divide by 3 sir? Multiplication becomes here division. If you bring this over here, this 3 over here, this becomes division. Okay. Can you divide 87 and 3? Yes, you can. 3 2s are 6, 2, so 29. 29 times 3 is 87. That's right. That's true, right? Okay. N minus 1. Let's simplify. For n, we get n equals to 29 plus 1, which is nothing but 30. Forgive me. Okay. Which is nothing but 30. What is happening? Okay, sir. 30. So what is the n terms? What is the number of terms? 30. So they're asking you how many numbers of the 2 digits. So what is the answer? 30. Total 30 numbers are there, which is of 2 digit divisible by 3. I hope this is clear. Okay. So we formed the AP. From there we found A and D. We had the A n value. We used the nth term formula to find the n value. That is the number of terms. Why sir? Because this is my 30th term. This is my 30th term. So if this is my 30th term means, and this is my first term, means total number of term is 30. Excuse me. If this is my first term, This is my 30th term, means total number of term is 30. Moving on. Okay. Find the first negative term. Some people get confused because of these questions. First negative term, okay, of an AP. So what is given? AP is given to us. We will forget about negative right now. What is our goal? They are asking to find nth term, no? First negative term means what? They are asking us to find nth term, okay. So first negative term, before finding nth term, we need to find which term is the first negative term, right? Find the first negative term. So before going to that, we have to find the first term which is negative. So is it 10th term? Is it 11th term? Is it 12th term? We don't know. So to find which term is negative, and then we can find that negative term. You agree with me? Let's proceed. What is the first goal? Identify the known values in the question or in the sequence. What is my A? A is 35. D is 31 minus 35, which is minus 4. So A and D we know. Okay. Find AN. Please find AN. AN is going to be A plus n minus 1 times D. So it's going to be 35 plus n is going to be what? I don't know. N minus 1. D will be minus 4. We don't know n, right? So n will remain as it is. Simplify this further. 35 minus 4n plus 4. What we get here is 39. 39, right? Okay. 39 minus 4n. This is what? N. Now this has to be negative. This has to be negative. So what it means to be negative? Less than 0. Less than 0. Solve this inequality. Bring 4n on that side, will become 39 minus 4n is less than 0. Bring 4n over here, it will become 39 is less than 4n. So what I can write this as 4n is greater than 39. Check it out. 39 less than 4n. It means 4n is greater than 39. So let's write it here. 4n is greater than 39. Bring 4 on this side. I get it as n greater than 39 by 4. So now think about it. This will be some number less than 10. Because 4 times 10 is what? 40. It is not 40, it is 39. It means something 9.9 something will be there. Whatever it is, we don't have to worry about the decimal number, just 9 point something will be there. I hope this is okay. Now, can number of terms be a decimal number? Number of terms is the number, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It cannot be negative, it cannot be a decimal also, it cannot be fraction. It has to be a natural number, it cannot be 0 also. Number of terms is 0, how is that possible? Number of terms is always a natural number, it's a counting number, excellent. So what is the number? So what is this mean? N greater than 9.9. Please check here. Our answer is n greater than 9 point some decimal number. How many answers will come for this? I can write n as 10. Is 10 greater than 9.999? Yes, sir. N equals to 11. Is it right? Yes. N equal to 12. N equal to 100. N equal to 1001. All these values are actually satisfying this equation, because if I write this 10, 11, 12, 100 and 100 and 1001 over here, they all will be greater than 9 point something. It means all of these are answers. Are all of these answers? No. What are they asking? First negative term. Sir, it means they are talking with first term. Which is the first term after 9.9? The 10th term. Why negative, sir? They are saying first negative. Because check here, we took it as negative only, no? How we got this n greater than 9.9? While taking, when we took it to be negative, How negative, sir? Anything less than 0 is negative only, no? So we took the nth term to be less than 0. Then we got n as greater than 9 point something. And for that reason, I am able to get these numbers. So it means that all of these terms are actually negative only. But which is the first negative term? 10th term. Which is the first negative term? 10th term. Are they asking 10th term? Find the first negative term. Okay, so that is the 10th term. They're not asking first. So if I have to find the value of the 10th term, I can go it like this. So I'll do A10 equals to A plus 9D, A plus 9D, right? 10 minus 1 is 9. What is my A? A is 35. What is my D? Minus 4. So plus 9 times of minus 4. Okay. So I get this as 35 minus 36. Answer is minus 1. So minus 1 is a negative term? Yes. So my first negative term is A10. And what is the value of that term? Minus 1. I hope this clears your answer. Okay. First negative term, A10. How did we find it? We found the nth term, put it to be negative. We found the value of n in terms of inequation, and from inequation we had lot of values, but they're asking first negative. So we took the first after the first solution of the inequality, and from there we reached n term to be 10, and we found 10th term as minus 1. I hope this is clear. Moving on. Okay. Find the middle terms of the AP. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Terms means it can be one term or two term. So how can it be middle term be one term or two term? Think about. If I have total 3 terms, so let's say term 1, term 2, term 3. How many middle terms are there? Only one. But if I have 4 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many middle terms are there? 2 middle terms. So whenever you have, the logic states that whenever you have the number of terms, what is it called? N. The number of terms as n equals to even. N equals to even. Whenever the number of terms is even, then you will have 2 middle terms. Then you will have 2 middle terms. You will not have 1 middle term. Okay. In AP. Not in other cases, not in statistics, only in AP. In statistics, we can also find the middle term of these 2 terms. No? I can add these 2 and divide by 2. That is a different case. In case of AP, we cannot do that. We can't say that middle term will also be in AP, right? We can't say like that. Only if these 4 terms are in AP, how can we say the middle term is also in AP? We can't say that, right? That is actually not in AP. Okay? So, if there is even number of terms in AP, we'll have 2 middle terms. If there is odd number of terms in AP, if there are odd number of terms in AP, then we'll have only 1 middle term. For n equals to even, we have 2 middle terms. For n equals to odd, we have only 1 middle term. I hope this is clear. Now this question is based upon this concept only. Let's solve. Okay. So middle terms of an AP. AP is given. So we will identify the known values. What is the known value? Sir, first is A equals to 7. What is D equals to, sir? Take the consecutive difference terms. 13 minus 7 is 6. 13 minus 7 is 6. 19 minus 13 is also 6. So D equals to 6. What is this? 241. By now you should know what is 241. It is nth term. So AN is given as 241. 241. Okay. Alright. Great. So let's find AN first thing. AN is given by A plus n minus 1 times D. Okay. So why we are doing this? Because we want to know which term is the last term. If we know the total number of terms, we can find the middle term, no? So we will know whether the number of terms is even or odd, and then accordingly we will find the middle terms. Great. Okay. So AN over here, 241. 241 equals to A 7 plus n minus 1 times D 6. Am I right? Yes. Let's simplify this. 241 minus 7 equals to n minus 1 times of 6. How much is this? 11 minus 7 is 4, 3 and 2. Am I right? Yes. Divide by 6 here. Now I hope it's not a confusion. How we are getting this? 6 is coming here, nothing else. Simplify this. I think 6 3s are 18 will be here. 6 4 24 will not work. 6 3s are 18. Okay. What is left here? After you do 18 from 23, check here. I have taken just 23 at a time. So 6 3s are 18. My remainder is 5. 18 plus 2 is 20 plus 3, 5. So total is 5, 5, 4, and then I have remainder as 5. The number is 4. 54 will become 6 9s are 54. So my number is 39. Okay. So 39 times 6 is 234 equals to n minus 1. What is my n, bacha? N is 40. N is 40. Don't ask how. Bring 1 here. It becomes positive. So n is 40. Okay. Now 40 is even or odd? It's even, sir. So how many terms will be there in middle? 2 middle terms. How many are there? 2 middle terms. So how would we know which are the 2 middle terms, sir? Check. What is the 1 middle term? We can say directly. 1 middle term is n by 2. So 40 by 2. How much is that? 20th term will be a middle term. Okay, check how. So if I'm writing, let's say 20th term here, then how many terms are here on this side? 19th term. 19 terms are there. 19 terms. 1 to 19, all those terms will be there. On this side, how many terms are there? 20 terms. How, sir, 20 terms? Because from 21 to 40 will be there. So all terms will be counted as the terms on the right side of 20th term, so which will be 20 terms. But I want it to be middle, no? So I have to take one more term over here. I have to take one more term over here. So which will be what? 21st term. After making it 21st term, how many terms are there after 21st term? Then I can write here as, how many terms are there? 19 terms. 19 terms. Check out here. So now, if I take 20th term and 21st term as my middle terms, okay, I hope this is visible to you. That arrow is making these things not visible. Okay. So if you look at these, when 20th and 21st term is taken as middle term, on the left hand side I have 19 terms, 1 to 19. And on the right hand side, from 22 to 40, I have again 19 terms. Count it. 22, 23, like that you can count. If you are confused, 22 to 40 will be 19 terms only. Okay. So now it is looking like it is a middle set. Okay. These two are middle set. So find when n is 20, what is my term? How will you do that? So A20 I will find. A plus 19D will become, right? How it is? N minus 1. So 20 minus 1 is 19. So what is A? A is 7 plus 19 times of D, which is what? 6. Simplify and solve this. Okay. Second one, N equals to 21. So A 21 equals to A plus 20D. How much that will be? 7 plus 20 times 6. Simplify and solve these. This is, so values that you're going to get for here will be your answer. Okay. All right. If I have to simplify, let's do it. Okay. Let's give you final answer only. So what will this be? 7 plus 9 times 6 will be how much? 9 6 are 54. So 4 in hand 5. 6 times 1 and 5 is 11. 114 plus 7 is 121. Am I right? Over here, what will this be? Check it out. So 7 plus 120, which will be nothing but 127. So my 20th term is 121. This term is 127. Makes sense because the difference is 6 only, no? Correct. The difference is not 0. Sorry. 6 only. Understood? Great. Moving on. So find the middle terms. The middle terms are 21st term and 20th term. 121 and 127. I hope this is clear. Let me erase this so no confusion while writing your answers for these two questions. Okay. Next. If pth term of an AP is Q and qth term of the same AP is P, prove that its nth term is P plus Q minus N. This type of questions are there. Sometimes you will also find questions like pth term is 1 by, so mth term is n or mth term is 1 by n, nth term is 1 by m. So all these questions are present in your textbook. You will have to solve these questions. They are very, very important. Okay, let's move on with the question statement. Understand it. So first I will break the statements, entire statement into 2-3 part, and I'm going to solve individually, okay, to make things easier for us. Pth term is q. Pth term is q. So fine, let's do it. Let us assume, because nothing is given, bacha, nothing is given. So let us assume the first term to be first term is A, and what is my common difference? Common difference is D. Okay, now write the pth term. Okay, great. My pth term would be given by AP. So what is my n here? N is actually P. So this will become A plus P minus 1 times D. Problem? I hope not, because n has been replaced by P, nothing else. N is replaced by P. Okay, write this as equation 1. First statement is covered. Second statement, qth term is P. So next is what? Okay, before going to that, this is not my equation 1. I have to write the value which is given. Okay, AP is what? AP is Q. AP is Q. So right here in place of AP, Q equals to A plus P minus 1 times D. This is my equation 1. Okay, now moving on to the second statement. Qth term is P. Qth term, if I have to write using nth term formula, is equal to P. Let's do it. Qth term will be AQ. So same I'll do, replace n by Q. So Q minus 1 times D. What is going to be AQ is P, so write it as P equals to A plus Q minus 1 times D, equation 2. Equation 2. Okay. Now I have how many unknowns here? How many unknowns are here, bacha? Check. I have two unknowns here, A and D. Why not P and Q's? Because they are given in the question, so not unknowns anymore. Okay, even though they are variables but not unknowns. Great, but A and D are unknowns. Let's proceed with the question now. So let's do 2 minus 1. Why we're doing 2 minus 1? So get rid of some things. Okay, if you subtract them, A and A will cancel, no? This A here and this A will cancel, right? So I'll get rid of one of the variable. So let's do equation 2 minus equation 1. 2 minus 1. If I do that, I'll get what? P minus Q on the left hand side. I'll get what? P minus Q on the left hand side. So it will be P minus Q. Forgive me. P minus Q. Now over here, A and A will cancel each other. This and this will cancel each other. So that will be 0 plus, I'll get what? Q minus 1 times D minus P minus 1 times D. What I get? P minus 1 times D. Check. Is it alright? Q minus 1 times D minus P minus 1 times D. Simplify this forward. Moving forward, simplify this. Okay. So LHS remains same. P minus Q. What about RHS? 0, I don't have to write it. Now over here I have two D's here. I can take D common. So just take D common. What is left in the first term? Q minus 1. Q minus 1. Second term, what is left? Minus sign P minus 1. Minus sign P minus 1. Close the bracket. Minus sign P minus 1. Close the bracket. Check it out. Simplify this forward. Simplify it furthermore. How much is this going to be? D Q minus 1. Open the bracket. So minus P and plus 1. Okay. Something getting cancelled? Minus 1 and plus 1. Okay, sir. Moving forward. P minus Q is equal to D times of Q minus P. Write D from here. So D is equal to this P minus Q upon Q minus P. How, sir? Bringing this over here, so becomes in division. So Q minus P will be the denominator. Okay, sir. Let's take minus sign common from in the numerator. If I take minus sign common, it will become minus times of Q minus P upon Q minus P. How? If you take minus common, it will become Q minus P, no? It was P minus Q. Cancel it. What will be here? 1. What is my D now? My D is minus 1. My D is minus 1. Okay. Now so far I have found D. Now use this D in any of these equations to find p. So I'm going to use this d value, which is 1, minus 1, sorry, in equation 1. So let's write the equation 1 first. Q equals to a plus p minus 1 times d. Q equals to a plus p minus 1 times d. So let's check from here. Q equals to a plus p minus 1 times d. Great, sir. Now what is my d value? My d is minus 1. Put it here. I get Q equals to a plus p minus 1 times minus 1. Expand the bracket. Expand the bracket. I get Q equals to a minus p plus 1. What is my a equals to now? A equals to, bring p here. So Q, or let me not write it like this, just to simplify things and make it easier for you. So I'll write it as Q plus p minus 1 equal to a. How, sir? Moving these two terms over here. Okay. So I can write this a is now p plus q minus 1. Now we have both the variables known, a and d. A is p plus q minus 1 and d is minus 1. D is minus 1. I hope this is clear. Now what are they asking in the question? Let's check. Prove that nth term. So use nth term. What is to be proven? We'll see later. Right now, prove that nth term. So okay, nth term. How do we write nth term? An equals to a plus n minus 1 times of d. Great, sir. What is my an then? Just an. What is a? P plus q minus 1. P plus q minus 1. Right here. P plus q minus 1. This is my just a. N will remain same as n. N minus 1. What is d? D is minus 1. Simplify it forward. Simplify it moving forward. P plus q minus 1. Expansion over here will become minus n. Minus 1 into n is minus n, and minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. Okay. Simplify it. Something getting cancelled? Minus 1 plus 1. What is my answer over here? P plus q minus n. What is this? Nothing but my nth term. Check what are they asking. Prove that nth term is p plus q minus n. P plus q minus n. Nth term is p plus q minus n. Simple. What we did, let me recall. They gave pth term is q. I did. Pth term is q. I got this as my result. This whole thing. Okay. Equation 1. Qth term is p. Equation 2. Qth term is p. I solve these two equations to get my values of the unknowns, d as minus 1 and a as p plus q minus 1. Using the nth term formula, simplified it to get p plus q minus n and realized it. That's what they were asking us. So without worrying about what they are asking, we stick to what we are, what we are known with, what we are blunt with. Okay, that's all. And we moved in the correct way. So nth term they are asking, so we use the nth term formula. I hope this is clear. Moving forward. Same thing. Okay, please make sure that you are getting all these notes. Visit this link in the description box and you have the PDFs will be given over here. So you make sure that you have the PDF. Solve all the classroom questions again and you get the homework questions also to solve it for later. Okay. Once solving all the questions from classwork, solve all the questions from homework section. Okay. Sum of n terms of an AP. Achha, why we are doing that? Because our goal is to, if you are here, if you're watching the video, means you should not do anything else. Okay. I'm going to make you practice all type of questions. Okay. You should be prepared for your midterm examination. That's all. AP. So focus on, even if I miss some questions, bacha, the most important part is I'm not going to miss on any concepts. So make sure that you are very focused, very attentive when I'm explaining the concepts, because I will make sure that I'm covering every single thing in the concept which is important for your syllabus. And if you learn the concept properly, you can apply this concept for any set of questions. And I have taken all the varieties here as well. Okay. So sum of n terms of an AP. Now we have completed the definition of an AP. We have solved questions on definitions. Then we move to the nth term. That part is also covered. Now we are in the last section, which is nothing but sum of n terms of an AP. Great, sir. Okay. So n terms, we'll go to n terms later. Let's write, right now we'll learn what is sum of terms of AP. Okay, so let's take an AP. Let's take an AP. Same one will take 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Why, sir? Simple enough to understand everything, every concept in it. Okay, so what is this called? What is this called? First term, second term, third term, fourth term. This is clear by you, right? This is clear for you now. Okay, by now it should be clear. So what is my sum of two terms? Okay, sum of three terms. So A1 plus A2 plus A3. Sum of n terms will be what, sir? So sum of n terms will be what, sir? Sum of n terms will be all the terms. So A1 plus A2 plus A3 and till the last term An. Okay. In this case 2, 4, 6 till the last term, whatever it is. Okay. If we know the last term, then it becomes a finite AP, means the last term is known. If we don't know, it becomes infinite AP. So whenever the last term is known, we also call that to be last term. Whenever we have this known, which is nothing but a finite AP. What is finite AP? When the length of an AP is fixed. Okay, when the number of terms of an AP is fixed. So last term is called as, or which is denoted by the symbol L. Okay. Why we are saying this? Because we're going to use it in the formula. So when this is given, the sum of n terms is given by n by 2 a plus L. A plus L. Okay, sir. You know what is now a plus L? A is my first term, n is the which term we are talking about, L is the last term. Okay, n is the number of term, a is the first term, L is the last term. I hope this is clear. Okay. One more formula can arise from here. When the AP's length is not defined, we don't know the AP's length. When L is not given, when the last term is not given, then what we're going to do, sir? Okay. In that case, so if the last term is not given, then it will become what? Our regular AN. Our regular AN. What is the definition of AN? AN is defined as A plus n minus 1 times of D. A plus n minus 1 times of D. So we will replace our L here by A plus n minus 1 times of D. Let's see where we come. So A will remain same and L will be replaced by, this L will be replaced by A plus n minus 1 times D. Okay. Moving on. Simplify this forward. A plus A will be 2A, great, and this will be, so here there is no L written here, your previously known values. A is first term, N is the number of terms, D is the common difference. So this is another formula for sum of n terms when the last term is not known. When the last term is not known. There are two formulas, formula number 1, formula number 2. Which one to use will depend upon what is given in the question. I hope this is clear. Alright, okay. If nth term, okay, there is a derivation for these formulas, but I have skipped that part. Not important right now for the exam point of view. So we're gonna focus on solving problems only. Okay, great. Achha, one more thing. I want to make a note over here. Sometime if they want to go and make the paper difficult, in the sum of n terms they use this concept. Let's say sum of 5 terms is something, I'll take a number, let's say it's 120. Sum of 5 term is 120 for any AP, okay, and sum of 4th term is 116. What is it? 116. Okay, don't get into which term what is the AP. It's not the point. It is not the point. Just the values you look at. I've taken the values. We don't need the values actually. I've taken the values to make sure that you are able to relate with the question. So if sum of 5 terms is given as 120 and sum of 4 terms is given as 160, then what is this value will be? S5 minus S4. You'll say, sir, 4, no? My question is not that what is it going to be in difference. My question is, what is this 4 going to represent? What is this 4 going to represent? So this is going to represent A5. What is A5? Fifth term. How, sir? Check it out here. If I have 5 terms written here like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. So sum of 4 terms means what, bacha? Sum of 4 terms means this. Sum of 4 terms means this. Excellent. And what does sum of 5 terms means? This. Sum of 5 terms means this. Give me a second. Sum of 5 terms, not visible, sir. Okay. Sum of 5 term will mean this. Sum of all the 5 terms is the sum of all all the 5 terms here will mean this part, and over here sum of 4 term is this. If I subtract from total sum the first 4 terms sum, what is left? The last term only, no? If I subtract from entire the big green part to the the last 4 terms part over here, the smaller green part, what I'm left with? The last term, which is nothing but 5th term. I hope this is clear. Okay. So whenever we have sum of 5 terms minus sum of 4 terms, it means they are talking about the last term which is left there. Okay. So if you have to generalize this, very important concept. If you have to generalize this term, what it means is sum of n terms minus sum of n minus 1 term. Why n minus 1? Because if n is 5, then 4 will be n minus 1 only, no? This will be given by a of n, the last term. Okay? So compare it. S of 5 minus S of 4 would be, pardon me, A of 4. A of 4. Alright. This is what I wanted to say. This is an additional part, okay? No need to be very serious about this. But if you know this, very good, okay? So just note it down, have it with you. Additional information, keep it with you. Excellent. If nth term of an AP is n plus 2, nth term of an AP is n plus 2, find the sum of first n terms. Nth term means what, sir? An is equals to n plus 2. They are asking you to find what, sir? Sum of n terms. Sum of n term is Sn. What is the formula of Sn that we have learnt? n by 2, okay, times a plus n minus 1 times of d. N minus 1 times of d. Okay, sir. Great. So, sorry, I missed it. 2a plus n minus 1 times of d. Or we also have another formula, n by 2 a plus l. But sir, we don't know a, we don't know d. So we can use both the formulas here, but this looks simpler to me. Okay. Why simpler? Because l is nothing but my nth term. L is nothing but my nth term, and they have already given my nth term, n plus 2. So let's quickly find a. What is a going to be? A is nothing but my a1. So replace in the nth term n by 1. So it will become 1 plus 2, which is nothing but 3. So a equal to 3 is my first term. A equal to 3 is my first term now. So a equal to 3 is my first term, and last term is nothing but an, which is nothing but n plus 2. N plus 2. Great. Now we will use this in the formula. So my sum of n terms will become n by 2 and this will be 3 plus L, which will be n plus 2. Simplify it, n by 2, n plus 5. Can you cancel something? You cannot. So this is your sum of n terms. This is your sum of n terms. I hope this is clear. Yeah, sum of first n terms is this. So coming to this question, if Sn the sum of first n term, if Sn the sum of first n terms of an AP is given by, so they have given the general relation for Sn, then find its nth term. So just opposite to the previous question. In this question, the nth term was given as n plus 2 and they asked you to find Sn, okay? In this case, Sn is given, they ask you to find what? Nth term. Okay, let's quickly solve this question. Very simple. What is it? Sum of n term is given and they ask you to find what? Nth term. What does nth term means? An. What is An going to be? That's what they're asking you. Alright. So let's take what is given in the question. Sn equals to 5n square plus 3n. Okay, sir. If I have to find S1, what will be S1? Replace n by 1. So I get 5. N will become 1. So 1 square plus 3 times of 1. How much is that? 5 plus 3, which is nothing but 8. My S1 means what? Sum of first terms. Isn't sum of first term is basically the first term? Sum of first term with what? Nothing, just sum of first term. So I can write directly this 8 as what? S1 or A. So what is my A? The first term directly is 8 because sum of first term and the first term means the same thing. So A is 8. One thing we have identified. Good, sir. Now sum of two terms. Check sum of two terms. So replace n by 2. 5, 2 squared plus 3 times of 2. What will this be? 5 times 4 plus 3 times 2 is 6. How much is that? 20 plus 6. Okay, so how much is this? 26. What is this now? S2. This is my S2. Great. So if I do now, look at this, S2 minus S1. Sum of two terms minus sum of the first term. Check here. Same concept that I gave in the previous slide at last. Okay. So sum of, not previous, while explaining the concept. So sum of two terms. I gave no one concept of Sn minus 1. Check here. This one. Sorry. Okay. I'm talking about this concept. Sn minus 1 is nothing but An. So same way, S2 minus S1 will be what? A2. Is it? Check. Check. Sum of two terms. What does sum of two terms means? So if this is first term, this is second term, and so this is the meaning of their sum will be S2. Just first term is my S1. If I subtract these two, what I'm getting? What I'm getting is just this term. Right? No. Sum of two terms minus the first term or this S1. It means it is second term. So I can write here as A2, sir. Directly I can write it here as A2. So what is my A2 going to be? Check here. Find it out. So A2 going to be S2 is how much? 26. So 26 minus 8. How much is that? 6 minus 8 is just 6. So 16 minus 8 is, oh sorry, not 6, 8. 8, okay, and 1. Okay, so 18 is my second term. Great, sir. A2 is 18. A2 is 18. Excellent. Now A2 I know, A I know. To find n or nth term, I need A and D. N is to n. I have to find D. What is D, sir? So let me write here first. A is nothing but 8 and A2 is nothing but 18. Cross check again. A is 8, A2 is 18. How did we get A2? Recall S2 minus S1, we got it as A2. Okay, why is like that? From here we can see sum of the two terms is S2, S1 is just the first term. Okay, what's the common difference going to be then? A2 minus A1. What is A1? Same thing, just A. So 18 minus 8, which is nothing but 10. So my common difference is also known now. They're asking us to find nth term. Nth term is An. A plus n minus 1 times D. I have the values. A is just 8. N minus 1 times 10. Right? Multiply it with the bracket. So it will become 10n minus 10. It becomes 10n minus 2. 8 minus 10 is 2. So I have this as my nth term. I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear. From the Sn, we have found An. How? We found S1 to find A. We found S2 to find A2. And from there we use subtraction to find D. And from common difference and the A value, we found An using general term rule. Clear? Clear? Excellent. Now, this question people have seen it, you students have seen it, and some of the students are not getting it, right? So that's why I've kept this question here. Okay, it's not that it's going to come in the examination, but this question is something that challenges students. So whatever is the challenge, that's what we are here for, right? So we have to take it out. Great. So if the ratio of the sum of first n terms, the ratio of sum of n terms of, important here, 2 APs. So for 2 AP, Sn is given. For 2 AP, Sn is given. Directly is given? No. The ratio is given, sir. The ratio is given, sir. Okay. So let's say first AP is A1, okay, A2, like that. And second AP is A1, A2, and like that. Okay. For the sum of this AP, I'll call it as Sn1. I'll call it as Sn1. And for this AP, I'll call it as Sn2. Sum of this AP will be Sn2. And the common difference over here is nothing but D1. The common difference here is nothing but D2. The common difference is D1 and D2. This is clear? Let's write. What is given in the question? Sn1 by Sn2 is equal to what? The value which is given. 7n plus 1 divided by 4n plus 27. Okay, we will read the rest of the question, but before that, let's simplify it. Let's reach somewhere that we are able to relate with the question now. So far, what is given? Sn1 by Sn2, 7n plus 1 upon 7n, 4n plus 27. Excellent. How will I write Sn1? Help me please. How will I write Sn1? So n by 2, the number of terms is n only, that is not different. 2a1. For the first AP, A is A1. Okay. Great. 2a1 upon, plus n will be n only, n minus 1 into D1. Okay, sir. What about this Sn2? So I can write different type of variables, your choice. I can write 2a2. Why 2a2? Because I've taken this as 2. Or I can write it as capital A also. My choice. This is taken as 2, no? So I can write this as 2a2 or capital A1 also I can write. My choice. Okay. I'm writing it as A2. Don't worry about it. Okay. Just write it as A2. Just to simplify our variables. Okay. Why to keep a lot of variables here? So A1 is here and the first term is A2 here. Okay. So A2 is not second term. It is first term only. It is my first term. What is it? First term. Okay. Alright. So let's carry on. So 2a2 plus n minus 1 times d2. N minus 1 times d2. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now we're going to use it here. So n by 2, 2a1 plus n minus 1 times d1 divided by n by 2 2a2, right, 2a2 plus n minus 1 times d2, and this is equal to my given expression 7n plus 1 upon 4n plus 27, the ratio which is given. Okay, something getting cancelled, sir? Yes, n by 2 gets cancelled. Okay, now what is left? 2a1 plus n minus 1 times d1. Check here, 2a1 plus n minus 1 times d1. Denominator, 2a2 plus n minus 1 times d2. This is equal to 7n plus 1 and 4n plus 27. 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d1, 2a2 plus n minus 1 into d2, 7n plus 1 and 4n plus 27. Please cross check if I am not making any mistake. I hope I have not made any mistake. Yes, it's right. Okay, now do one thing. In the nth term ratio, what is the end goal? Now let's look at the end goal. End goal is, we have done everything that we know right now. We have done with reading the question, we have done with using the formula. Now where to reach, where we are going to find the ratio of ninth term. We have to find the ratio of ninth term, sir. Ninth term we have to find the ratio for. Okay, ninth term basically means nth term, some term an will be used. Okay, let's come back here. Ratio exists. We have to make some modifications here. We'll see right now. But before that, for any nth term, if I'm writing nth term formula, what is my nth term formula? A plus n minus 1 times d. A plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, sir. But here there is 2a1. Can you check here? 2a1 is there. So I have to replace, let's move this 2 on the denominator. Means basically what I'm trying to do is, for the LHS, divide both numerator and denominator by 2. Let's do it. If I'm dividing both by 2, this will become a1 plus, and this will become n minus 1 d1 by 2. What about the denominator, sir? We are dividing both because we cannot divide only one thing, right? We have to divide both. So this also will cancel 2 there, and I'll have n minus 1 by 2 times d2. Any change on RHS? No, sir. Why will there be? Because we have not done anything on the RHS side. Only LHS we divided both numerator and denominator by 2. No change in the RHS side so far. Now they ask the question what? A9, so ninth term of the first AP upon ninth term of the second AP. So for the ninth term, how will I write ninth term? An equals to A plus 8D. Why 8D, sir? N minus 1, 9 minus 1 is 8. That is clear. So now compare A1 plus 8D1. A1 is there, D1 is there, but instead of 8, I have N minus 1 by 2. Same way, A2 plus 8D2 should come. So I have this instead of 8. So it means this should be what? This should be what? If you compare that with that, I get what? That N minus 1 upon 2 should be nothing but 8. How, sir? Because they are asking us the ratio of ninth term, bacha. So ninth term can be written as A1 plus 8D1. Comparing it, I get N minus 1 by 2 as 8. Simplify it forward. I get this as N minus 1 equal to 16, cross multiplication, and N is equal to 17. So basically, if I put N as 17, check here. If I put N as 17 here, 17 minus 1 will be 16, 16 by 2 will be 8. So it makes sense. So then I'll get the left hand side at least okay. What about right hand side? Since I'm changing N on the LHS, I have to change N on RHS also. Wherever is N, I have to change that. Let's do it now. So what is my goal now? In this, we will change N as 17. We will change N as 17 everywhere. Let's check. How does this look like after this change? So this will be A1 plus what? Directly 8D1, no? How 8D1, sir? 17 minus 1 is 16 by 2 is 88. Over here A2 plus 8D2. What about this side? Replace n with 17. So 17 times 7 plus 1 over here, sir. 4 times 17 plus 27. Simplify this. This is nothing but numerator will be first AP's ninth term, and the denominator will be second AP's ninth term. So an by an. What is this? 17 sevens are, how much is this? 7 sevens are 49. So 9 in hand 4, 7 ones are 7, plus 4 is 11. So 119 plus 1. This 7 fours are 28. So 8 in hand 2. 4 plus 1 is 4 plus 2 is 6. So I think 68 plus 27. Let's simplify this. I get this as 120 upon 595. So what we have received now, we will simplify after this. What we have received now, A9 upon A9. So A9 upon A9 over here is equal to 120 upon 95, which we can simplify by 5. So let's simplify by 5. I think 5 24s are and 5 19s are. What's my ratio? 24 by 19. What are they asking? Ninth terms ratio they were asking you. 24 is to 19 is my final answer. Check here. Ninth terms ratio they were asking, and we have reached here at ninth term ratio. What we did, from the sum of the terms we simplified in such a way that they will get the form of nth term. What is the form of nth term? The form of nth term is over here. Okay, using the form of nth term we compared to get ninth term, a1 plus 8d1, and we got this result by substituting n as 17. This is our answer, simplified, got 24 by 19. Please take the calculation. 5 2s are 10, 5, yeah, it's correct. 24 by 19 is my final ratio. Moving on. Okay, now what problems? We are almost there to the end of the session. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope this was very helpful for you, okay? Because we are coming up with this series just to help you students, right? So I hope this has fulfilled your requirement. Moving on. A man saved 16,500 in 10 years. So he had made a saving of this much amount in 10 years. If I have to say, from here only you identify what are these two values. And I say that, sir, 10 years he has collected all this amount. It means it is sum of n terms, no sir. Sum of n terms, no sir. Sum of n terms. What about that 10? 10 is the number of years, sir. So it is n. It is n. Okay. In each year after the first, so after the first year, he saved 100 more. He saved 100 more. Means if the first year was, let's say, x, what is my next year's value? X plus 100, because he's saying that every year after the first year, whatever is the first year value, he's saving 100 more in the next year. So if my first year saving is x, next year saving will be x plus 100. Third year saving will be x plus 200, because again 100 is increased, and the fourth year will be x plus 300. I'll keep going like that. Okay. Okay. How much did he save in the first year? They're asking you to find this x. All right. Can you find the common difference from here? X plus 100 minus x, because second is this, first is x, so just 100, no? You don't have to do this, you can directly write it from here only. 100 is increased, no? Just to explain you the question, I did this, okay? Just to explain this concept to you, that why this x or why this 100 is my common difference, I took this the question, okay? So I can say this x is nothing but my first term, so I can write it as a. So if I use the variable a instead of x, that also is okay. So my first term is a. Great. Sn is given, n is given, d is given. Finding a. Is it difficult? Use this formula. Sn equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times d. Now look at the known variables. The known variables for us here is, this is known, n is known, okay, n is known, d is known. Only one variable which is missing is a. Can be solved? Let's just simplify it quickly. Okay, so let me write the formula again over here for our sake. So Sn equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times d. What is Sn given as, if you remember? 16500. N is nothing but 10 here, so 10 by 2. What is 2a? I don't know a, so 2a. N is nothing but 10, so 10 minus 1 will be 9, and d is nothing but 100. So I'm saving 100 every year. Check out. Sn 16,500, correct. N is 10, d is 100. N is 10, d is 100. Now simplify this. 16500, 5, 2a plus 9, this will become just 900, no? Expand the bracket, this will be 10a plus 4500, right? 9 5s are 45. I hope this is okay, right? 9 5s are 45, then 100. Now bring this 4500 over here, left hand side. So 16,500 minus 4500 equals to 10a. This is going to be 0 0 0 2 like this, okay. Divide by 10. What is my a? 1200. So what is the amount he saved first year? Amount he saved first year is nothing but what? Rupees 1200, bacha. Okay, 1200. Okay, moving on. Hope this is clear. Question I have broken into the known values. Sn is this value, n is this value, d we found out. We use the standard formula of sum of n terms, and we got first year value a as 1200. Moving on. This question, okay, special question I've taken just to explain this. I think this is your last problem. Yeah, this is the last problem. This will be given as homework. Okay, let's solve this question. So you have to find sum of the terms of this series. Is this AP? Yes, it is. Let's check how. Let's break this question. So if I club all the 4's together, so if everything is in sum, no, so I can take all the 4 as a sum. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, how many times? N terms they are saying. So means n times, right? N times. So I have to add 4 how many times? N times, okay. And then plus sign we take here. What is there here then? The left part is from the first term, minus 1 by n, plus over here minus 2 by n, over here minus 3 by n. How many times? Again n times, no, because if 4 is coming n times, the entire bracket is coming n times, right? So if 4 is coming n times, it means these parts are also coming how many times? N terms. So this is how many? N terms. Okay, close this big bracket over here. Now take 4 common. What is here? 1 plus 1 plus 1, how many times? N times. What about this? Take a minus sign common. Everywhere is minus, now take a minus sign common. This becomes 1 by n plus 2 by n plus 3 by n. Actually, just give me 1 second. We don't have to just take minus common. We can take n also common, no? We can take n also common, sir. Take here. So minus 1 by n I'm taking common. What is in the first term? Just 1. Second term, what is left? If I take minus 1 by n common, I have just 2 left. Over here, just this 3 left. Next will be 4 and so on till how many terms? N terms. Now check here. I have 2 APs now. 1 plus 1 plus 1. Is it an AP? No, sir. How is this AP? A 1 plus 1 plus 1. If I add 1 time, just 1. Add 1 2 time, 1 into 2. Add 1 3 time, 1 into 3. Add 1 4 time, 1 into 4. Add 1 100 time, 1 into 100. Add 1 n times, 1 into n. What is it? 1 times of n. Okay, minus this part. So this is to just 1 by n. What about this, sir? What about this? This is an AP, no? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. The common difference is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, and it's so on. This is an AP. So I can write here some Sn. I'll find what is Sn, but right now let's find it as, let's write it as Sn. Okay. This will become what? 1 times n times 4 is just 4n, sir. Just 4n, sir. Okay. Minus 1 by n Sn. So we have simplified the total sum. If I call this to be sum S, so I have simplified this sum S is equal to this value. So if I find Sn, my job is done. Let's find Sn. Let's find Sn. What is Sn? Sn is given by n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 times d. What is this series? 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So what is my first term? First term is 1 and my common difference is 1 only, right? Check here. First term is 1, common difference 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1, 4 minus 3 is also 1. So first term is 1, common difference is 1. Put it here. N by 2 will be just n by 2. 2a, 2 into 1 is just 2. N I don't know, so n minus 1 multiplied with 1. Simplify it. I get n by 2 times 2 plus n minus 1. Am I right? Yeah, now forward. 2 minus 1 will get cancelled. So 2 minus 1 will be just 1. So n plus 1 by 2. This is what? Sn. This is my Sn. Okay. What is the S? S was 4n minus 1 by n Sn. Check. 4n minus 1 by n Sn. Okay. So 4n minus 1 by n. Sn is what? This whole thing. N times of n plus 1 by 2. So this n and n can be cancelled. What is my answer now? 4n minus n plus 1 by 2. Check, anything else is there? N plus 1 is there, no? N and n got cancelled. Just only n plus 1 is left in the numerator. And here it is 2. Simplifying it forward. So I have S equals to 4n minus n plus 1 in the numerator by 2. Simplify it by taking LCM. LCM is 2. This will become 8n minus n minus 1. This will be what? 7n minus 1 by 2. This is my answer for just S, the final terms sum. Why it is minus? If you expand this minus, no, minus n and minus 1 will be there. The mass will be applied to both the terms in the numerator, right? So minus n, minus 1. So 8n minus n is 7n and minus 1 is so there only. So this is my sum. That's what they were asking. I took this entire value as S and simplified it to get 4n minus 1 by nsn. I found Sn, used it in the S to get my answer as 7n minus 1 by 2. This is the value of entire sum, 7n minus 1 by 2. I hope this is clear for you. Now, this question is actually part of homework. So you see here, this is your homework. 2 questions are here and this is the third question for your homework. But I kept it here to explain you. So I will explain this question for you. Now after explanation, you can solve it from your own side. This is your homework question. Apart from those two, this is your homework question. So what is the statement of the question? A piece of equipment cost a certain factory. So a factory is buying that equipment, and when they buy it, it's cost them 60,000 rupees. It's cost them 60,000 rupees. Now anything that you purchase, any material, any bike, anything you purchase, any equipment, any machinery, it has some depreciation. Means the price will not be the same value or increased value in the next year. It will depreciate by certain amount. So means it will reduce the value after 1 year. So depreciation is how much? It's not fixed. It is different for every year. What is for the first year? For the first year it is 15%. Second year it is 13.5%. For third year it is 12%. Okay, and so on. So I have 15%, 13.5% and 12%. So how will I know the next, sir? We'll see, don't worry. And what will be its value at the end of 10 years? So n is given here. N is given. So what is given for us? For us they have given A, right? My first value is given as 60,000 rupees. Now next year depreciation of what? So what is the depreciation? Let me write this as capital D, because small d will be taken as common difference, no? So capital D. I'm not going to solve it, just give you example. Sorry, explanation. So D will be for the first year 15% of 60,000. I hope you know this. 15% of 60,000 is nothing but 9,000 rupees. 9,000 rupees. Is it right, sir? Check. 15 by 100 into, yeah, cancel it. Yeah, 9,000 rupees. What about depreciation number 2? It says 13.5%. 13.5% of 60,000. Why 60,000, sir? Why 60,000? Because they said here, look, percentages applying to original cost. Means all the percentages which is given is applying to only original cost. So let's do it here. If you have to simplify, how will you simplify? If you want to do this, simplification, 135 by 1000, how 1000? Percentage will become 100, one decimal will become 1000 into 60,000, cancel 3 zeros here, okay. Okay, I wrote 6 lakhs, I guess. Yeah, 60,000, no? So, if you cancel 3 zeros only, what is left? 60 is left. Now multiply 60 with 135. How much is that? 5 6 are 30, so in hand is 3. 6 3s are 18 plus 3 is 21, so in hand is 2. 6 1s are 6 plus 2 is 8. And how many zeros is left? 1. So what is the depreciation next year? 8,100 rupees. 8,100. If you keep going on, you'll get the next depreciation as D3 will be what? 12%, no? 12%. So if I do 12% of what? Again 60,000, right? So this will be 7,200 rupees. Can you see a pattern here in the depreciation? Can you see the pattern here in depreciation? It is minus 9,000. Minus 9,000, right? Minus 900, pardon me. Minus 900, no? 9,000 to 8,100 is 90, only 900, and over here also 900. So minus 900 is my depreciation, not 9,000. Okay. Now this is my what? Common difference D. D I know, A I know. So what you have to find? So you can find total depreciation after 10 years. So first value, so A is going to be my 9,000 rupees. D is known. What is my common? What is my n term? N is 10. If you have to find Sn, S10 will be what? Sn will be, so 10 by 2, 2 times of 9,000 minus what? N minus 1, right? Sorry, plus n minus 1. So n minus 1 will be 9 times of minus 900. Minus 900. So 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This value, I don't think it's visible. So I'll have to write again this part. I'll take some space from left side and write it here. So if I write Sn here, this will be what? N is what? 10, no? So I'll write 10 by 2. Then 2 times of A. What is that? 2 times of 9,000. Why 9,000? Because we are finding sum of total depreciation. Okay? Plus N is what? 9. So 10 minus 1 will be 9. So 9, and D will be what? Minus 900. Simplify this, you'll get total depreciation. Means how much it depreciated in 10 years. Sum of all the value of depreciation. They're asking you value at the end of 10 years. Value at the end of 10 years. So whatever was the total original value, 60,000 minus total depreciation in 10 years. Let's say every year it was what? 1,000 rupees. Okay. First year 1,000, second year 1,000. So in 10 years I'll have 10,000 rupees. So what is the value of this same machine after 10 years? I have given a condition that if the depreciation was only 1,000 every year, then in 10 years I will have 10,000 rupees depreciation. So in the beginning it was valued at 60,000 rupees. So after 10 years it will be 60,000 minus 10,000. If the depreciation was 1,000 every year. So 60,000 minus 10,000 is 50,000 rupees. That's the value. But it is not the case in the question. So they have given a depreciation rate. So from there we found total depreciation, whatever it was. Let's say this is X value. So this X, if you subtract from 60,000, you'll get what? The value at the end of 10 years. Value of what? The machine. That's what I'm asking. The value of the machine at the end of 10 years will be the total value 60,000 minus the depreciation X, that you're gonna find it out. Please solve it as homework and give us the answers in the comments. Okay. I hope every one of you get it right. Okay. Now other two questions in homework. How many terms? So you have to find n, right? You need to find n here. How many terms is n for the given AP? You can find A and D from there. Okay. So the sum is 0. The condition is given as sum is 0. So Sn is given as 0. Please solve it. Find the sum of all 3-digit natural number. 3-digit natural number which is divisible by 13. So take the what is the first digit 3-digit natural number? 100, 100. So check what's the first digit divisible by, what is the first 3-digit number divisible by 13. Write the table of 13. 13 7s are 91. Okay. So 13 8s is how much? 8 3s are 24. So 4 in hand 2. 8 1s are 1. Sorry, 8 1s are 8 plus 2 10. So 104. Okay. 104 is my first term in the AP. Why, sir? Because 3-digit number. Last term also similarly you can find it out. Last term which is 3-digit is 999. Check which is the last term. Okay. And from there find the sum of all the numbers. You have to find what? Sn. Find what? Sn. Okay. What you can use directly here? N by 2 A plus L. If you know the first term and last term, use this to find your answer. I hope this is clear. Okay. Where will you get all your notes? Visit the link in description. You will get everything here. Homework question, all the class notes, all the class work problems that I have solved today. This is the end of the session. Okay, we have completed entire AP. Okay, before you leave, I have a very important announcement for all of you, all of your 10th graders. So let's just be with me for 1 more minute and then we will end the video. Okay, this is the important announcement for DSAT students. Okay, so what is DSAT? DSAT is a Diksha Scholastic Aptitude Test. This is something that we have come up with to solve the problems of all the 10th grader students who don't know what to do after 10th grade. They are good in science, they are good in maths, but they don't know what suits them well. Whether in engineering, whether biology, the medical part will suit them well. So what they have to do is nothing, just visit this link in description, go fill up these details and visit our nearest Diksha center. Once you do that, you have to write DSAT. Write DSAT. This is nothing but it has few components in it. First part is you'll have a 60-minute lecture given by a faculty. After that 60-minute lecture, what will happen? You'll have to write a aptitude test. We will evaluate it. Based upon the evaluation, you'll have one-to-one counseling, and based on the evaluation, you will get to know what suits you better. So we have all the answers at the end of this counseling with our team. Okay. One more important announcement here. You can get up to 90% scholarship if you want to join us right now for your upcoming 11th and 12th grade preparation with us at Diksha. So make sure that you visit the center, visit the link in the description to book a slot. Our team will get in touch with you. I hope you all get this done, and all the best for your upcoming examination and your future. All right. So moving on, this is it. So I hope the session was very interesting for you. It was helpful as well. So this is it for today's session. We'll be meeting again in the next video. This is it. Keep working hard, keep smiling, and see you in the next session. Thank you.